Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video, and I'm going to talk about a newly shown item shown from New York Toy Fair 2019, and this time it's from the Transformers Studio Series line, and it is Drift. This is a deluxe version of Drift. I'm actually quite excited about this. I've never been a big Drift fan in either of the movies that he was in, not a big fan of the character, but the figure was never great either. Like, we got one figure from Age of Extinction, which, you know, the sculpt was okay. I actually really liked the car, but the robot mode sculpt was okay, but it was really not accurate paint-wise, and I actually did customize mine and try to get it more accurate paint-wise. So this is a nice way of doing it with the accurate paint, but without just doing a repaint, because this is not a repaint, this is a totally new mold. In Age of Extinction, he is a triple changer for like one scene where he's a helicopter. You know, it's kind of a cheap way to do a triple changer, but nonetheless, this is a great way of them, you know, doing the figure right and not just repainting it. So, and it also allows it to be different enough that you'll attract more of an audience, which is cool too. So he, of course, transforms into the helicopter, and the helicopter does look quite nice. You know, we barely see him in it, so I can't say how 100% how accurate it is, but I think that it looks pretty decent. But the robot mode, I think, actually looks really decent. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is on his right arm, how he has, like, the propeller. I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, that that is not attached on there. I think that that's more of, oh, you can kind of use it as a weapon and plug it into his arm. I hope that is the case, because if that is the case, I'll just remove it, and then it won't be an issue at all. But he's overall pretty clean, you know, he's got a few things hanging off his legs, but they've kind of organized it as like missiles, so it almost like has a purpose where it's like weapon storage, but I think that you might be able to take that off too. I think that you might be able to really streamline the look of this figure, which is cool. And then as far as the paint goes, I think the paint looks great, because he has a really dark black, but it's not just a matte black, it's got a shine to it, which I think is very nice. And then the light blue really pops, and it really highlights all the great paneling detail work on his biceps and his thighs, so I think that looks very cool too. And then of course the gold on his face is stands out as well, and then I do like the fact that they have a little bit of gold in the arms just to help tie it into the rest of the figure. Overall, this looks really nice. Again, I'm not a big Drift fan, but the figure itself looks good enough that I definitely think that I'm going to pick this figure up. But yeah, overall, I think this is a nice figure. I know there are a lot of big Drift fans out there, so I think that this is definitely going to be one that's going to excite quite a few people. Overall, I think it's quite a nice figure. They did show several other Studio Series figures, and I will be you know, doing coverage on all of those as well, so feel free to check out those videos, because they did reveal quite a few new figures, which is quite nice. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this new Drift figure, and thanks so much for watching.